everybody, welcome to Down Home Backyard Gardening. Let's do a garden tour at the beginning of January in 2024. There's not a ton of stuff going on out here, but there's enough for me to share. Okay, last year I did not do a garden tour in January because I had pretty much ripped everything out, or everything had died, because by this time last year in 2023, we'd already had a massive freeze come through here and pretty much kill everything. So January and February of last year of 2023, I was basically amending everything and just kind of formulating and prepping for spring. Right now though, there's actually stuff still growing out here, as you can see behind me. So why not do a garden tour? Okay, we've got some shallots over there. This bed, as you can see, is just totally destroyed. That is coming out. But while it's in here, we got marigolds, some cardinal basil, which I love. I mean, I've shown this before, but that is such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful basil. We still have jalapenos growing right here, which is blowing my mind. I mean, they're tiny. I mean, look at that little one. But those plants are still going. We've got asparagus over here. Now, I've never grown asparagus before, so I had no clue that asparagus did this. Check out those little red berries. Of course, they're not berries. Those are seed pods. There's about 4 to 5 seeds in each one of those. But I had no clue that asparagus grew those. Now, this is a 1-year-old asparagus. Asparagus takes about 3 years before you can really start harvesting. So in the spring, when they start to grow, I'll pick a couple of them, harvest them, and then just let the rest of them do exactly what this plant is doing right here. And next winter, it'll die away just like it's going to do this winter. And then by that 3rd year, it'll be ready to rock and roll, and I'll start having asparagus for like ever. Because once you plant asparagus, apparently it just keeps coming back and coming back and coming back, which is great because I love me some asparagus. So this bed right here, I have fresh soil and compost in there, just allowing all that to go down into the existing soil and amend. But that's a sweet potato vine. Apparently I missed a sweet potato when I did that harvest. Swinging on down, there's really not a lot going on in this bed along the fence because, again, I'm just letting everything be amended. The carrots are doing really well, as you can see right there. God, I don't remember, I had about 6 or 7 different types of carrots planted in here. So, and they were all a lot of old seeds, so I didn't really expect a lot of these to take, honestly, but they did. I mean, that bed looks actually really good. So I will be very excited to harvest that here 4 or 5 months. Swinging on down, these are all beets, 3 different types of beets. And to be totally honest with y'all and transparent, I planted them, never came back in and thinned them out like I needed to do. So I have no clue if they're gonna do anything at all. And if they don't, it's all good. Not tripping. Of course, y'all, this corner is still just a jungle. But now that it is actually wintertime, that will be taken care of incredibly soon. This bed is still doing really good from the last garden tour. Those marigolds, I swear, are my favorite. They are just the most beautiful marigolds, in my opinion. Just gorgeous. But anyway, onions are doing really well. This is a blackberry bush that I'm probably going to rip out. I'm not sure yet. I haven't decided. It does put on a lot of blackberries, but I just don't know if I want to deal with them. Now, this bed right here makes me very happy. Look at all the pea plants, and they are doing so good. Check this out. Look at all these peas in here. I mean, these are Lincoln peas, doing just phenomenal, putting on pods like crazy. I mean, look at that. I cannot wait to harvest those. These bean plants are still putting on green beans. I mean, look at that. I mean, all up in here. I mean, the leaves look horrible, but as you can see, there's beans all over this. These yellow wax beans, for the most part, are pretty much done. I just got to take out those plants. But these right here make me really happy. I tried to grow these last year, these King Tut peas from, you know what? I bet I could harvest that right there. You know what? Let's do it. Okay, so again, these are King Tut peas from Baker Creek. This will be the very first one of these I've ever tried. So I'm really oh wow, y'all. Check out those peas right there. Beautiful purple shell. And good sized peas. Now this is the biggest reason why I grow peas. Well, I have two reasons. One, it's a good winter crop. And two, my favorite thing to do, come out in the garden, get some fresh peas right out of the shell and eat them. Wow. Okay. Here's another one. It looks pretty cool. Look at that. The purple's kind of come off the green, you know, but this one's ready to go too. Why not? Wow. Yes. Look at that. Again, King Tut peas from Baker Creek. For real, if you all like peas, those peas are so good. Along with those Lincoln peas, this will now be a staple for me. I will never not grow these. These are so good. Okay, now that we're done with the peas, we're gonna come over to this bed. I haven't done a lot to it since I did the amending of this a few videos ago. These containers are gonna go in here really soon once the 30s start to hit. More regular than once every 7-8 days. I'll start taking all the containers in. All of them were already in the house once, and I brought them back out. Those over there I haven't taken in yet, but I will. But yeah, this bed, that's where the Single Seed Challenge 2024 plant will go. Just same place that the 2023 Single Seed Challenge plants were right there. Tiny Elvis was right there, and Priscilla was over on that side. Speaking of the Single Seed Challenge, if you all watched the last video, I am so excited for this plant. It looks like an absolutely beautiful tomato, and I hope once again you all take up the challenge that I presented on top of the Single Seed Challenge, and that is to get a kiddo involved in any way you can in gardening, but especially with the Single Seed Challenge. It is such a fun way to get a little one interested in gardening. And when I say little one, I'm not talking like a toddler. I'm talking, 12 and under, 13 and under, whatever. Just get them involved. Get them out from in front of the screen and inside, and get them outside. Let them be a kid. All right, let's swing over here. And this is a very short video. There's not a lot going on out here. I wish there was more, but there's not. Let me show you these real quick. This is another type of pea plant. They are starting to finally put on. These might be sugar snap peas. I'm not really sure. And to be honest, the pictures that I took, this is almost ready. Another few days, that one will be ready. The pictures I took of the peas that I planted here, the packets of the peas that I planted here, I've lost. So I'm not exactly sure what type of pea that is, but it's doing good. Not complaining, that is for sure. This bed, these radishes are still going, and I am harvesting them like 4, 5, 6, 7 radishes about every week. So I am just going to let them go. I'm going to let them go until winter's done. Spinach is doing good. In fact, I need to harvest a bunch of that. The container gardens, like I showed a few minutes ago, they're all doing okay. Nothing's doing bad out here. Looks like I have a lemon I didn't even know I had. That's ready to be harvested. Banana tree. Yeah, I don't know if it's going to survive. I sure hope it does. I have not trimmed that up, as you can see. So it looks very ragged, but yeah, it's all good. This side of this bed are potatoes, or what I like to call pantry potatoes. The ones you find in the bottom of your pantry that have eyes all over them. And you're like, well, throw them in the garden. I'm going to be able to harvest a whole bunch of potatoes here very soon, actually, because these plants are about dead. So I might have quite a few potatoes in there. We'll see. Swiss chards, I've harvested a lot of them. They're good. Merlot lettuce from Baker Creek. That was a free lettuce that they sent me, and you know what? It's done really good. This rosemary plant is about 4 or 5 year plant, doing really well. Elephant garlics are all right here, and then the other garlics are right over there, doing super well. If you all have not planted garlic yet, wintertime, late fall through the winter, then you harvest in the late spring. So again, garlic takes about 9 months ish to be ready to harvest, but it's a great crop to grow through the winter and harvest early ish in the spring. Great crop, love it. I will always grow me some garlic. All right, everybody, and as I turn around and you all can look behind me, that's the entire garden. There's not a lot out here, but there's enough I wanted to take a few minutes, show you all what's going on, at least for me here in Zone 9A, north of Houston, and to tell you I'm really excited for spring 2024, or spring of this year. Definitely ready to rock and roll. I'm gonna go very heavy on the nightshades. I'm very excited about that. Seeds, and more seeds in there on the heat mat under those grow lights. I'm very ready for March 1st, March 2nd, when my last expected frost date hits, because I'm gonna come out with a bang, knocking out videos left and right, and having fun in this year, my 4th year of gardening here in 2024. All right, everyone, so that's the video. I hope everyone is preparing for spring. Hope you've got your seeds going. I know most of the country is probably under snow or ice and all that, or if you're around the world, depending on where you are in the world, I hope you're really preparing for your spring and getting everything lined out and rocking and rolling. Don't forget, I would highly suggest you order your seeds as soon as possible if you haven't already done so. Do not wait to spring. And all the new gardeners that are, thinking about it and haven't made a decision, and then they all like, I'm gonna do it, and they order a bunch of seeds. The seed companies get overwhelmed. So order now. Order as soon as you decide that you want to start gardening. If you're a new gardener, if you're an older gardener, a seasoned gardener, you know the drill. All right, everybody, as always, share, like this video if you found it educational in any way, or interesting, or thought-provoking, or whatever. If you have not subscribed to this channel and you think you might want to, by all means, please do. You can always unsubscribe down the road if I don't live up to your expectations. And having said all that, everyone, take care, God bless, and I will talk to all of you really soon. Bye.